Hello, Divine Masculine. Welcome to a timeless reading of yours where we discuss whatever wants to be discussed. All right, a few things while we get ready for your reading is that I am Master 7th, aka 7th, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, and what I have to offer, her details can be found in the description box below. A little bit of clarity, I am a master healer that provides remote wellness and tarot intuitive insights of any kind. I have a sister channel. The link can be found in the description box below. All the content of both of my channel are timeless for your viewing pleasures. Most importantly, remember that this is not a one-to-one reading. However, this is a general collective reading. And use your discernment to take all of that which belongs to you with you as you leave the reading behind. And may anything that doesn't resonate with you stay behind with it. Femininity and masculinity are non-gender specific. Okay, so whatever brings you here, know that femininity both has masculine and feminine, and masculinity has feminine and masculine. Femininity, masculinity. Okay, so all right, divine masculine. Where divine feminine was quiet, you are ready to just throw it all, just, all right. You're ready to just either lose it or just let it go. All right. There's lots of closure coming through from this card here, but a lot of stepping into the action type of closure. Okay, you're really honoring your purpose, your motivation, your goals, your temperament, and you're taking that ego and disciplining the shit out of it. Some of you are becoming more physically active, and I know this seems like a lot of energy for how dead this energy is, okay? And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why there's a lot of like, oh, look at all this positivity that's happening to you, because you're no longer part of this trajectory, but you need to be told visually what that recent shit and why you've clicked on this reading look like. It looked like this. It don't look good. You were laying down. You were either like beaten down emotionally, physically, financially. All right, someone really just fired away and was like, fuck you. And you're like, all right, fuck me then. Watch this shit. And I really am anticipatory of like some fast energy coming after this, because whatever this is revenge time, and that revenge is tailored quite nicely, or becoming tailored quite nicely with thy ego to step into the action and either move on and accept the closure, or close and move on, or I don't think there is another or. 333. All right. Someone has really done a number on you, okay? Yeah. Like, it's not nice energy around you. But with the Five of Swords, that storm is slowly brewing, okay? There's a lot of muck in the clouds here. There's a lot of brown. There's a lot of shit. It's weighted down. It's not nice. But like I said, this is a symbolism of some kind. This is not the energy that will more or less be the end of the reading. This is the beginning. This is the tail end of an end and the tail end of a new beginning. Where you're polishing any of these swords is exactly how you're intellectually, at least, polishing some of that intellect, refining thy emotions, and really bringing closure to what needs closure. And that's just watching the closure take space, take opportunity, claim its space. It's like, you know, saying bye to the shorty and the bitches. No disrespect to the shorty and the bitches, but you gotta go, you gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go. All right, so interesting. I did say there was like this nice little like mysterious storm coming through after all this Ten of Swords, and now the High Priestess is sitting on it. Like, do we reveal it to you? Or how well do you need to learn this fucking lesson of this new chapter? So, we're going to leave tiny ass fucking breadcrumbs and see how much work you're going to put in to recognize the work you have put in to be able to discipline your ego in a way that it's never been able to make decision for itself before. That was the reason, more or less, why certain individuals, people, places, and things had to be like, this is not a revolving door. This is a one-way stream, and door is now locked. You're stepping into your feminine energy of power, Divine Masculine. Whatever gender you are, it does not matter. It does not matter. Some of you are like gender-specific female. You know, don't shoot me. But work with me in my imagination here. Don't ruin it for me. But you're looking at this from a body of a woman, and you resonate with Divine Masculine because you are Divine Masculine. Okay, maybe that's the energy between the polarization between the divine counterpart, a twin flame of soulmate journey that you're wondering if you're on or not, and all that. Blah, 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 blah. Now, some gender-specific male energies are like, I'm not thinking that way. Yeah, but your actions are probably emotionally attached that way, so we got to bring it together. We got to make sense of the feminine and masculine energy and then we got to make sense of feminine and masculine energy and then see how multifaceted ways there are, because we said 2, and we got 2, so now we got 4, and I said it's feminine and masculine. I mean, we have 4, but we start with 2, but we have 4. Those are the chaotic internal stressors, okay, that you are not voicing because maybe you're not expressive, maybe you're not, you're not somebody who speaks every opinion out, okay? You wait for judgment to then be like, all right, now I'll participate, okay? And I don't know how long that's going to work for you, but it's working for you right now, Divine Masculine. It's working for you right now. Now, some of the things y'all doing, I swear, y'all wash your hands a little bit more, okay? Take a shower, cleanse yourself, because some of y'all are just, Divine Masculine can be just as toxic as Divine Feminine. Like, what? Just as toxic. But that's not really what ether is concerned with. Live your life. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, if you're still breathing, if you're not killing anybody, if you're not murdering everybody, you're part of the human experience and you're meant to experience it. Anyone putting like a little connected dot that you're only supposed to stay in the parameter of that parameter is controlling you. And yeah, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines equally have been controlled. Individualism has to come out a lot more now, with the idea of what are the pieces that are integrating all of us together and all of our concerns. This is still, okay. Maybe the judgment a little bit is the energy of where I'm like, all right, tell me there's good things coming with this, because I felt the positive a lot. While this is a terrible symbology, okay? It's like, oh, you are just making it through an injured time, all right? Some of y'all will also probably argue with me because it's not 10 of Wands. It seems as if this energy is not moving, but y'all don't understand how I read, okay? And I see it the way I see it. And feel free to just not resonate with it. I'm just not your cup of tea then. I'm too bitter. I'm too sweet. The fuck it matters. I'm an illusion, y'all. I'm nowhere near the cup. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Six of Cups. All right, getting a little bit more. Maybe I'm just biased now. But there is something coming back, right? There's something being made clear. There's something wanting to reconcile with the Six of Cups energy. What it is, what's the fun of figuring out what your gift is when it just spoils it? There's nothing more, I think, sexier than knowing you can anticipate something and not have to be obsessed at the timing of its arrival. Because up until that time, there's so many other things that you can enjoy that feed the reason why that other thing wants to come in and magnetize itself to you. It's not rocket science to want to fantasize in that energetical bubble and understand that there are a lot of hashtag facts that legitimize this fantasyism. Because a lot of the shit of fantasyism is not an illusion or delusion. They're very much real in the concept of how influential it adds to our consciousness and is also an expression of our subconscious. 1144. Anyway, so some of y'all divine masculines are sharing that Three of Cups energy that came out in the shadow part of the divine feminine reading earlier, or separate from this, and are learning how to stay in your lane, okay? Because I feel that no matter how much you're going to want to, you're just not going to be put in that position. All right, 2025 is going to be a lot more of like, nope, you want to go left. You want to go in that direction, but we're going to put you in another direction. Like, no matter what you're going to want to do, ether is going to be very loud with that step alongside with you. Every step you're making, every step of going backwards, you're participating in, because either of a lack of a step or a lack of a recognition. But knowing that in all of time, there is no such thing as time. So past is possible. Returning and bringing closure is undeniably so possible. So if that's all satisfaction guaranteed of the past, why should anyone have any longer concerns about the future? Ace of Pentacles is warming up to you, okay? Warming up to the fact that the Ten of Swords was a trajectory. And that trajectory is just a perspective. Because the fact that you can still look at this means you are past this moment. Being able to reflect back to it is knowing up to that very moment. And being in this moment now, being able to reflect back onto this imagery means you have stepped into the Ace of Pentacles energy. You've grounded yourself through all this because you're here. You're alive. You're breathing. You are tangible. You are physically here. You have the ability and are allowed by your breath to take up space. The concerns of political space, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, 2025 is going to be very interesting. Again, concepts of a slice of a pie that we can control every bit of the way. Okay, we can't concern ourselves in trying to mock the pie if we can't even fucking figure out the taste of it. Okay, if we can have a slice of the pie, then we're not going to be able to recreate this pie. So that means control the aspects that you can control to get closer to be able to controlling this pie. That's way too many. Divine feminine. Um, divine feminine's toxic neuroticism onto wanting to control a narrative is bleeding through and into divine masculine connection with them or each other by suppressing an opportunity to understand that there is more value to add to your current wealth. It came out the way it came out. Interesting. The Hermit. The Hermit mode requires you to intellectually put yourself in a position where you're going to self-reflect. Now, if your ego is not going to put yourself in that position, then the ether is going to force those lessons upon thee until you understand the assignment. There's a need to have an open-minded inner dialogue with yourself, okay? Because you're sitting on gifts. That's what damn, divine feminine's fucking toxicity is like so fucking heavy that it's really like you're not able to swim in knowing that what you're left with, divine masculine, is your regenerative power to pull through your belly, your sacral and solar plexus, and really bring yourself into opportunity here, and wealth and power and money and sustenance and longevity and devotion and all that good stuff. But if you don't watch certain habits of yours yet at the same time are wishing for that singular denomination of a relationship with someone, you're not doing something correctly. Lover's energy wanting to come through. Ace of Swords wanting to come through. But we have the Seven of Cups. It's that pressure density of toxicity, that the connection of two needing to be together in physical dimension of 3D, and it's just not happening, are having crossfires of mixed signals in the way that to have telecommunications with one another. And that could be because of, well, no, it's not. That's not true. It's just not true that third-party elements have any. It could even distract what's meant to be together. If there is a distraction, or you feel that you're just in a momentary moment of some kind before something else, there's a lesson within that. Either the lesson is a suppressed lesson that you need to go through, because either is asking you to be a sponge and just fucking accept it, or you need to be a bit more diligent into who, what, when, where, and why is in your life, and be able to dictate with a mouth a vernacular tone and tenacity coming from within you, outside of your mouth, and into the vibrations of other people, so that you sound like you're somebody who can take full control of your life. I feel like whoever is not doing this has been emotionally manipulated, and then now I'm getting a lot of like sadness coming through, like mommy issues, siblings, sister issues, toxic femininity, abuse, a lot of like, ooh, yeah, I get it. But that trauma is being triggered by the toxicity or lack of know-how, let's put it that way, because divine feminine is not intentionally doing this. This is just what they're doing. And maybe they're still in a state of knowing that they're just on auto, and they need to turn that auto off and go into manual mode. And I'm saying that for divine feminine energy, because divine masculine energy is already on manual mode. They like to control the situation. They like to be the alpha of the connection of femininity and masculinity. And again, it's non-gender specific. It's very important. All right. So what could you do, divine masculine, to kind of clear up your spiritual space and then reclaim your power and magnetize your true energy further out into your biofield? I think you can answer that for yourself. I do, because you're divine masculine and you understand a lot about common sense. And a lot about the common sense is not about it being common or that it makes sense. And if you do need assistance, that you're going to address that part wisely. Yeah, because the Emperor here, divine masculine, is you, divine masculine, and you like to control the situation. If you can go in to a situation romantically and be the first one to trigger that, then that's what you may enjoy. It doesn't mean that someone else can't come in and woo you, though, And that would be like the surprise of like, what the? Well, that never happened to me before. And that would be divine feminine energy matching your energy and putting in their work as divine feminine in the Emperor energy. Because to be in divine masculine mode and to have a major arcana show up says that you are at some point within this energy both a master of your own feminine and masculine energy. And a femininity of yours, of the connection that you really want, either a closer emotional connection if this person is already in your life, or a physical connection if this person is not in your life and you're single, or mature devotion of the current situationship or commitment that you have and elevating that shit. Like, whatever desire you have to tweak your life wants to be matched. And coming from that perspective that it can be matched, that's the name of the game. That's when you'll feel seen, heard, valued, appreciated. Yeah. Seen, heard, feel, valued, and appreciated from the lens of not needing to be convinced that you see it. Because you're feeling it. You're completely in alignment with this, with the Eight of Swords. Okay? This Ace of Swords is the trigger behind the Ten of Swords leading to reading that you are regaining control after someone decided to make you second guess your control, or wanting to maybe give you a second guess of your ultimate role in life. They're really going crazy. Some of them are legitimately going crazy, like psychologically, not you, the connection, wanting to prove themselves that you either must stay in their life or they want you to pick them. It's not, might be organic, but this shit is not in alignment. It's chaos. It's chaotic. So if it's chaotic, it's it's not in the highest possibilities of what a connection can offer. God damn. 10 of Swords. Alright, I took a backward slide. We're sliding backwards. Let's see why the 10 of Swords here is too many. Thank you very much. I feel like this is maybe hitting on that if you don't feel this, then we may need to really go digging into your universe and shake up energies so that you can identify what is not of you and what is of you. So that way you have a better consensus to navigate energies that most likely would be more in favor should you choose variables that are of you rather than concerning yourselves with energies that are not. I have said I feel like a storm's coming, and so far it's like we're still reading through the storm of bullshit that was there. But I do still sense that like something nice is coming out of this, you know? Knight of Cups. However, this might be just something that has to be dictated by your next few breaths, your next few decisions. Because I think I said that, right? With the High Priestess. She's very tight-lipped right now. How much is she going to how much is she going to expose what you're capable of while you never have to get up and do something about it? Yeah, that's not interesting to Ether. But you are getting up and getting interested about it. It's just trying to figure out what to kind of hold on to, I think. Yeah. What part of yourself you can hold on to as you yourself also traverse shadow aspects of yourself, because being hurt either by yourself or by another person is also shadow work, and it's not nice. It's not nice to have to counsel that out of ourselves or psychoanalyze that out of ourselves or bring newer perspective that when time accrues, it allows the suffering about the trauma to lessen rather than intensify. Alright, I'm being told to take this. Okay, so we have the World, the Three of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, we're not going to get this storm here because I think that you're going to need to step out and expose yourself of the decisions that you're going to now decide upon after you end the reading. Leave shit behind with it that doesn't resonate with you, and you're taking forth with you things that do. Like it offers whatever it wants to offer, or it will show up what it offered to you while you move. I'm getting that from the Page of Wands. All right. The secrecy is coming from very beginning of the High Priestess here, where she's like, yeah, there is a storm, but the energy that you feel of the storm is mostly about the footprints of the walk already traveled, and not the storm of what is to come, because how much she's going to reveal that needs to be served at high doses of education so that you feel confident, secure, modified, and true to who you want to be, who you are, and your value of worth. Because, yeah, you deserve to be valued. You deserve to, you deserve to be valued. But there's a core here of crisis, okay? And this crisis, now again, I feel I'm still gonna stick with the storm. No matter what, I'm still gonna stick that something's coming from this shit. I feel it. It might be like 1,000 miles away at this point. I don't give a fuck. I might be just like a second, but it might not showcase in itself at all. But I do sense it. I do sense it. I just do. I fucking do, because it's either mass behind this mass of the cloud, You know, like, oh shit, what's about to happen? Or it comes out with the Seven of Cups that I think came out now twice. Yeah. There's a massive density that also is then protected by the High Priestess saying, shh, I don't really want to say nothing. Like, these individuals, meaning you and everyone else attached to this reading, understand a lot about what the fuck is up. You understand the assignment, yet you never turn in the homework. That's funny. I'm gonna write that down. Okay, anyway. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read that chicken scratch. Alright, well, I'm wrapping things up. No, okay. I'm just organizing. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay, I'm just returning to this deck. It's so interesting that there's a similar dance happening between this deck and this deck. Same cards, like very similar. All right, we have like it's too many times now. It's like, okay, wait, I've seen this already. Like, because we have the Five of Wands, and I know we haven't seen this before, but it immediately brings me to the Five of Swords energy. So we have like a lot of elements here working in your favor, asking you if you're catching on to the vibe, feeling it, internalizing it, and bringing wisdom to it, like you have the ability to do so with a very refined intuition, divine masculine. So much refined that it's, whew, you got a lot. You're sitting on a lot of worth here. You're sitting on a lot of wisdom that maybe you have never been like maybe taught about, to be able to have that safety netting to speak your wisdom, disclose your wisdom, to share the many ways that you understand people and how unsatisfactory most of them are with their life, and how you can never satisfy every single one of them. Like, you're someone who can come and bring, I don't want to say peace to the situation, but you definitely can break up a bad situation. Like, you know what to do. I don't understand why I'm feeling that energy that's very similar energies with decks, but now I don't see any of the... It's the Seven of Cups that are the same. It's so funny that I feel that, and okay, we have the Ten of Swords here. It's so interesting that it's like with Divine Feminine, there was a lot of like zoning out. And as this distracted me, the zoning out for you is happening too. It's like as if you're searching for each other. Yeah, you're searching for each other. And maybe it comes out when you're like daydreaming. Like something different occurs. It's strange. It's like, you have it's so weird that I'm being told like these two want to interlace. But it's the same story, so I don't understand. I think that's what's to be figured out. because I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no more. No, this is the wall. You've hit the wall. That's it. This is the energies of the Seven of Cups. Like, I don't really know what I'm working here, what I'm working here with and for. I don't know what. But I think as we're talking about it, you're like sort of dusting shit off, and things are becoming brighter to be understood. Like, where you may be familiar with this depiction, it's going to be a bit more illuminated, and maybe it's the same symbolism, but it's a different feeling. I think that's the ultimate lesson. You know, and this could also speak of the mystery that's attached to what doesn't want to reveal itself into really wanting something to be perfect or anticipatory of a certain type of individual, and learning what true distraction is so that you're not interrupting the manifestation and creation of this person. Because the more you're focused on needing this person, the more you're not allowing this person to become that person for themselves. And that is not fair, and that is not eye to eye to a connection. I'm listening out if there's anything else. Okay, so since these deck wanted to interlace, they want me to pick one card of each deck. We have the Lovers. Okay. This is how the stories want to interlace, whatever that may mean for you, whether that's you and another person or all your own personal stories. One card, please. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So both energies of that of which you want to be are working on themselves. It is best to can maintain that position and that diligency and the highest vibration of an attitude every time you show up into and through a working position. Like, have a higher vibrational attitude if you're returning to work and you just don't like your place of setting, and however the money is decent right now. See what we can do to wash your hands and get rid of certain toxic energies that are not, so that way you're above that narrative and you have a cleaner aura. That's the best way I can put it, or cleaner atmospheric energetical sonar about you. Okay, but you've been working on a lot of compromisable attention for thyself with your own feminine energies, which are also a femininity and a masculinity, as well as addressing masculine energies within you that also are comprised of, again, masculine and feminine energies. So making all of that make sense and bringing maybe acceptance. You don't have to go so far in accepting it if that's not your thing, but branching out in that possible thought and it doing something, it offering possibly a something, and whatever that is, it could be as small and grand and infinite as a breath of fresh air. You know, I'm hearing positive mental attitude is encouraged to some individuals. I say some because staying in a label that things have to be positive in order to bring manifestations is ludicrous. Okay. Does it help to have a gratuitous mindset? Sure, absolutely. But there are a lot of individuals who feel gratuitous and they still feel inopportunistic in other ways, or challenged or degraded or belittled or not valued enough for what it is that they have to offer. All right, anyway, that is all that I have for you at this time, Divine Masculine. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.